Yes, good morning, my people. How are you guys doing today? Happy New Week to every one of you. We are right here to talk about the Esa and the Benin people and the continuous fight, or should I call it the continuous unnecessary fight between our brothers and sisters on social media and now on ground as well. So our brother is right here, Stephen Iriamato, is going to take us through on this particular one. As we all are not happy about this division, some people are about to cause within us. Edo people, we're supposed to be one. We have always known to be one, and we're supposed to remain as one. So we are going to talk about this morning because me particularly, I'm not happy about it. I don't know what is going on. If we all stay mute on this and we continue like this, trust me, it's going to escalate to the next level. Meanwhile, let's listen to our brother, Stephen Iriamato.
Now, guys, I've seen that it has been a bomb. It has been very explosive since Ima Joki did a video that insulted the palace of the Oba of Benin, and I've seen many of my Esan brothers. Some are in support of the abnormal behavior of our brother, while some are against the very attitude of our brother Imajoki. Now, my take today is this. I have watched a lot of videos. The IPOB members are already jumping out right now to capitalize on the little friction between two brothers in order for them to gain to penetrate the already existing coexisting between the Esan and the Benin people. I've watched series of videos. I've seen people have sent me a lot of videos. I've watched series of videos of the Biafra agitators, using this very particular platform or incident that took place some few days ago as a weapon of instrument to try to create division among the Edos, the Benins in particular, and the Esan people. And I've seen a lot of my Esan brothers. I've read a lot of comments there. They are insulting the palace. They are insulting the Benin people. Some of them are saying they are ready for war. Guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you very clearly. Some of you are saying war. You have not even met war before. In Benin, we said Okwemose. You've not seen war. You've never experienced war. These boys who are actually even agitating now for a Biafra from the east have not actually experienced war before. War is not just a thing we just play around. War is not a thing we talk about, feel confident about, and say yes, nothing is going to happen. When there is war, even the innocents are affected. That's number one. Number two, I do not understand why people who speak nearly the same language will be allowed chalancy all in the name of agitating for freedom, allowing them to now be able to convince you into believing your own brother is now your worst enemy. I cannot fathom it. I don't even understand it. Even among the Benins also, who are on the so crazy again. Yeah, sorry guys. Who are among the Benins also, there are also some Benin brothers who are on the social media doing the same video, castigating the Esan brothers. I don't know what you guys are getting from it. Like I said a few days ago, many of you are doing this not for the interest of the nationality of the Benin or the Esan people, but for your own personal interest, which is the millions, some few naira that you are getting from YouTube and Facebook. And some of us are just following them, dancing crooked dance with them, believing they are fighting for your freedom. Okay, if His Royal Highness, so thank God we got it back. Now, like I said, if His Royal Highness, the Onoji of Uromi, came out, being a traditional ruler also, understanding the enormosity of the action of our brother Imajoki, and tender and unreserved apology, and the Adolo of Uromi also came out, understanding the action of Imajoki, and tendered unreserved apology also to the palace of the Oba of Benin and to the entire Benin people. That shows that the action of Imajoki was a very uncomfortable action. Okay, guys, we must tell ourselves the truth. Now, Imajoki is one guy in Esans land. Edimofi is one guy in Benin. These guys, Dr. Guname, whatever they call all these people who are doing videos, are just one guy out of many people. So you guys now are allowing people to not, create a wedge, a bridge between you and your people. The truth of the matter is this: it is heartbreaking, it is disgusting of you guys. I must tell you guys the truth. The Beninese and the Asians are one and the same people. History has proven that beyond every reasonable doubt. Out of every 12, there must be a Judas. We understand that. So there are going to be Judas in our midst, but we who are in the majority must always stand for the truth. We that are in the majority must always stand for justice, equity, fairness among our people. We must be able to teach our people the truth, nothing but the truth. If we continue in this manner, whereby we're trying to tear, a relationship that have been built over the years, family who have lived together for centuries upon centuries, all because of the action and inaction of some people, then I begin to wonder our rationality and reason and our reasoning faculty. This lady, I just watched a lady now, one idiotic lady who is insulting the palace of the Oba and insulting the Oba of Benin. And many of my Asian brothers are there on that platform, insulting the palace and the entire Benin people. Except some few who are saying anyone that is creating problem, who do not understand, who does not want peace in Benin. Listen, guys, you doing this will not solve the problem. Rather, it will hype up the already tense environment in Edo State. If you watch all over the state today, the only state that have been at peace with each other is Edo State. We have never had tribal war. We have never had tribal conflict. We have never even had, things that will give us the need to be scared. But what you guys are about, the fire you guys are about to set up, if it start burning, even every one of us today who are on the social media space will start running etasketa. You might live in Europe, you might live in America, Australia, wherever you are. You are instigating a tribal war in Edo State, and you think your parents, your families, your property will be scared, will be spared when the time comes. Imajoki crossed the line. Whosoever that lady that insulted the Inoje of Uromi crossed the line. We must call a spade a spade. Stop being so tribal fanatic, guys. You are aligned a lady who is from the east, who had no affiliation with the Midwest, to instigate you against your own brothers. I'm ashamed of you guys. Just truly. I'm really, really ashamed of you guys. You are creating a situation that many of you tomorrow will regret. Esans land, the Edo land, the Afema land have never been part of the Biafra land. It was never there. Many of you who support what you don't know because you have refused to read history. In 1960, we have 3 regions: the East, the West, and the Northern region. In 1963, both the Esaman, Chief Anthony Enaro, the Adolo of Uromi, the Oba of Benin, Oba Akinzo II, and Dennis Osadebe, and every other Midwestern stood together to cut themselves away from the West. In 1963, by a referendum, we had what we call the Midwestern state or the Midwest region. So we were never, ever under the control of the Eastern region. So when people you have never had any kind of affiliation with decide to now forcefully take you into becoming part of them, and all they could do is to create a hedge, a wedge, a demarcation between you and your brothers in order for them to be able to penetrate you. And some of you are accepting this foolish idea that is not coming up from these people. To me, it is a shame. To me, it is disgusting. To me, it breaks my heart. I've lived with Asian people for a very long time. I've lived with them. Like I said, my dad's third wife is an Asian woman. I lived with the Benins. I lived with the Esako people. We have nearly the same character, the same way of thinking, the same manner of reasoning. If you check the title Adolo, Adolo is a Benin name. It was a title of the father of Oba Ovorame Nobasi, Oba Adolo. When a Benima speaks, an Ishama understood. When an Ishama speaks, a Benima understands. Listen, I told you before, say go to the east, guys. Do not let anybody brainwash you guys. Go to the east. They do not speak the same language. The Igbo language they speak is not the same. They have a general language that they speak, but not all of them understand some part of the Igbo speaking people. Go check, guys. It's just the same between the Afema, the Benins, and the Asian people. To them, they are called Igbos. They gave themselves one name. In order for them to cement their unity. And they now have this corrupt Igbo that they speak. Just like the Yorubas. There are some Yoruba languages that some Yorubas would not understand. Go to the West and see, guys. But they tag themselves the Yoruba, the Oduduwa people. Having known your history as an Asian man, having known your history as an Afema man, as a Benin man, that you are actually a descendant of an empire called the Great Benin Empire. That's where we all came out from. We are an offspring of these great empires that actually existed before now. So you are from one lineage. Therefore, no matter the language you speak, no matter the corruption of the language you speak, why will you allow someone who has no idea of your identity to cause a wedge between you and your brother? People are not happy that Edo is at peace. Let me tell you something, guys. I told you before, every war that have happened in Nigeria ends and starts in Edo State. Let me shock you guys. Some of these Biafra agitators do not actually like Edo for the role that we played during the Nigerian Civil War. I've spoken to some of them, not all of them. Some of them had this very bad, dark, what's it called? Hatred for us not giving our land as a passage for them to attack the West. The history is there. Go check the history, guys. So, anytime they see an opportunity to if you watch, when Monkey Face from Germany was insulting the Oba of Benin, it was the same group of people, not all the Igbos right now. Some of these fanatic Igbos, they took it upon themselves. They sold that boy to every nook and cranny of Nigeria. They sold the boy. They made the boy famous. They gave the boy coverage. They gave the boy leverage to operate. The boy became a celebrity overnight. A social media celebrity overnight. So, having given him such a platform to become known, the boy continuously rain insult, abuses on the palace and the person of Oba the Great. Now, there's a new trend that's about to happen. Nothing else so that, another tribe within the Benins, because we don't have an Ishan, we don't have an FMR, we are all Benins, had risen up again against the palace. And there is a reaction, a counter-reaction from the people. They decided now to instigate others who are also low mentality in thinking, to see them as being oppressed, like somebody used the word, that the Benin people have been oppressing the Ishan for a very long time. Guys, go read history very well. You don't even know your history. If you know your history, there are things you will not even say. When Professor Ambrose Ali was sentenced to prison, to 600 years imprisonment by General Muhammadu Buhari in 1983, after they were overthrown for 960,000 naira, fraud. There were many people who were from the Esans extraction that were wealthy, that can be able to have taken out this man from the prison. But Chief Osawaru, the Esama of Benin Kingdom, paid $1 million and set our brother free before his death. Because Ibn saw Ali as his brother, not as a stranger. In 2007, when Lucky Benedict was about to leave, what brought the problem between Lucky Benedict and Pastor Sagi Zayamu is Lucky Benedict's decision that the next governor must come from Eastern land. You guys go check history. So I do not see where the Benin man had been oppressing an Eastern man. Lucky Benedict stood behind Professor Osumbo to emerge as the governor of Edo State in 2017, before the appeal court and the Supreme Court sent him packing from Osadebe Avenue. The Benins and the Esans have worked hand in hand from time immemorial. This crop of youth who do not really understood history, who had no idea of where we are coming from, where we are going, are the one that have been brainwashed by people that want to corrupt our history and retell our stories. Let me show you guys something here. Oye, my brothers, the question is this: why is this time where our history is about to be rewritten, that people are waking up to create a division among us? It is the time that we're going to receive 1,130 of our stolen historical identity from the German government, that there is war in Edo State. These people want our history to die. They are not interested in us knowing our root. The day you know your root, that's the beginning of your success. They want to make sure that we don't know our root. We are unable to understand where we are coming from as a people. If somebody will say, the Oba of Benin is this, the Oba of Benin is that, somebody say it's from Ile-Ife, that is what they sell to you guys, to believe. If the Oba of Benin is from Ile-Ife, many of the people who migrated, many of the chiefs who migrated from Benin into Esan land are actually from Ile-Ife. Many people who migrated from Benin to Dewari, the Shekiris, are actually from Ile-Ife. Many of the people who migrated from Benin to today Afema are actually from Ile-Ife. If that is the definition you want to give to me, guys. Because many of them are actually of the Hoyaras old, of the Oba of Benin. Go read history. So when you're talking, guys, sometimes be very careful of what you say. A king today in Ijo land has already told us, it was on newspapers, that the Ijo people actually are also a descendant of the great Benin kingdom. We already find our roots as a people. We must unify that very particular unity that was created. Listen, children go abroad and build empires, but never forget home. And the moment you start allowing people to tell your history for you, that is going to be the beginning of doom for a people who do not know their history. Someone else will help you to tell your history. And I want to plead with my Igbo brothers. You guys who are always on the social media trying to destroy the Benin kingdom, all because we are saying we are not Biafrans. I've supported the agitation of Nnamdi Kanu. I've supported the agitation of Nnamdi Kanu from the beginning. But I'm beginning to lose courage to continue to support his agitation. If his kind, not him now, if his people kind of agitation is to create disunity among a people that have not yet been claimed to be a republic. So I do not know the kind of government that will be formed in a nation that is creating disunity even before it is still formed. And my Esan brothers, I want to plead with you guys. Do not allow foreigners to define the path that you will take. It is disastrous. War is not beautiful. Conflict is not a beautiful scene. If you have not experienced one, pray you will never experience it before you exit this earth. The weak, the less privileged, the vulnerables are always the ones that get hurt when conflict arises. If you are a Benin man, stop calling for war. Oku Emose. If you are any shaman, stop calling for war. Oku Emose. We are one people. Don't allow anybody to divide you guys for whatsoever reasons. The end result is not going to be fun. The end result is not going to be interesting. The end is going to be lose, lose, lose. If you believe in Esan land, listen to the Enoje of Uromi. If you believe in Esan land, listen to the chief, the Adolo of Uromi. If you believe in Edo land, listen to the palace of the Oba of Benin. These people understood where they are coming from. They understood the relationship between these two families, these two brothers. Do not let foreigners and outsider to tell you your story. Some of my brothers says from the East that they are Biafrans. Well, I do not know how your history connoted to be a Biafran. During the 1954 conference that was held, when our father, Chief Anthony Enaoro, the Adolo of Uromi, raised a motion that Nigerians should have independence in 1957. That very motion was called the motion of the West, because Adolo of Uromi was actually part of the Western Parliament. Then the Esan, the Edo Delta, was part of the Western Parliament. We were never part of the East. That was why in 1963, when we became a region on our own, we now have the Midwest region. They will now have 4 regions: the East, the West, the North, and the Midwest. Not under the Eastern region. Now, in 1967, when the war broke out between the Biafrans and the Nigerian state, the Midwest region was not part of the Biafran state. I remembered that even the Biafran soldiers invaded the Midwest in order to seize Osadebe Avenue. so that they can take control of the Midwest, being the way part. The way part. The way part to other part of the country. It was that very particular forceful takeover of the Midwest region that provoked people like Dennis Osadebe, Kone Eso Bemudia, Kone Ejo, and many others who were trying to be neutral during the war, decided to back the Nigerian army 100% at Erosa Grammar School, where hundreds of the Biafran soldiers were captured, which actually led to the end of the war in 1970. Okay, guys? So, history has been, there was no time that the Benins, the Esans, the Afemas, the Robos, the Shekiris were part of the Biafran state or the Midwest, or the Eastern state or the Biafran region. There was no time, or the Biafran nation. There was no time we were part of them. History never recorded it. History never recorded it. So we should not allow these people to tell us our story. If you are an Ishama, if you have been in my year, go ask your parents. Let the parents tell you their story. Let it tell you the origination. Let it tell you the beginning, how you became who you are. The Oba of Benin make Robota, the one you call Robota all today, to be the chief priest in Benin, who the life of the Oba was in his hands. He was an Ishaman. The man who joined, the Benin warriors to fight against the Usman Danfodios. They were Ishamen. Because they live as one people. Anytime there is war in Benin, the Isha people are always invited to fight the war. Isha never fought war on their own. Do you know why? Because they were under the canopy of the then Benin Empire. So they were under the Benin, territory as a people. Just the way we are today under the Edo. So they've lived as one. They've operated as one. And I do not think someone who had no idea of your history should be the one that you're going to stand, on a podium and begin to listen to such a person speaking jargons and jabs to you. And for the Edo people there, I don't know what you guys are doing. Who comes up on social media destroying the Asian people? I don't know what you are benefiting, my guy. I don't know what you are doing, my guys. Do not create problem for the state. I don't know the video that they said our brother Ademofi did about Ambosali was never a king. He was a governor, an elected governor. Please, guys, if one man makes a mistake in a nation, do not insult the entire nationality of the people. It doesn't make sense to me. It is stupidity of the highest order. Many of us are married to Asian women. Many of us are married to Asian women. And Asian men. On the street where I live here in Benin, 80% of the houses here belongs to Asians and Afema people. How are you going to do that? Can you fight a war with the people and live among them? What are you guys thinking? These guys want to create they want to cause confusion in your midst. And you are jumping, dancing. Nobody can tell me my story. I know who I am. I understood who I am. And therefore, I don't give room for an outsider to want to tell me who I am or what I am. Please, guys, I don't know the motive of some of these Biafra agitators who are instigating a tribal war in Edo State between the Benin's and the Asians. And let me say something, guys. If you want me as a Benin man to believe in your agitation for Biafra Republic, you must come in peace. You must come with diplomacy. You must be able to convince me why I should be part and parcel of your new planned nation. If you force me just the way you are doing now, making my brother to become my enemy, we will never accept that. Even some of my brothers from the Eastern land today knows that the divide and rule system that is being operated today by some of these agitators from the Biafra nation is the same thing that the Fulanis are doing today in Nigeria. I will not want to fall from fry pan to fire. The same divide and rule creating enmity between brothers is what the Fulanis are doing. And that is the same thing the Biafra agitators are doing today between the Benin's and the Asian people. Do not forget, guys, before the coming of Sunday, Ibaho, these same Biafra agitators insulted the Yoruba people. They insulted the Yoruba people. Some of them, not all of them, some of them are very good guys who understood how to manage. And like I said, there was a time that I became so very, steadfast in what I believe in. One of them actually connected me to Simeon Ekpo. I couldn't get to Nnamdi Kanu. They said because of his tight schedule, but I was able to get to Senior Ekpo. Some of them, they are just there. All they want to see is to cause confusion. And they forget that you cause confusion among people. We delay what you are actually working towards. I've been one guy who has been agitating for United States of Nigeria for a better Nigeria. Or if we are dividing, let's divide along the line. I'll be one of those that have been agitating for that. But when I see there is an issue on ground and somebody, instead of the person coming out to now defend the truth or try to condemn the truth, you are now, taking side by also throwing your mouth to the palace of the Oba of Benin when you are not even an Asian man. You're not an Edo man. You're not even from Edo State. You are crossing the line. And those of us who actually believe in our culture and tradition, we don't want to take that. We have never, for once, insulted anyone. If issue doesn't concern us, we don't throw our mouth into it. Many people today talk about Mazuna Kanu from the Edo extraction or from the Benin actually because of the forceful takeover of the kingdom by some of these people. I've listened to Nnamdi Kanu speak of late, even before he was arrested. All he was saying that we need to unite together. That's what he was preaching. But some of these people that is following him are preaching disunity, that you must join us by force. You can't force me against your will to accept what you think is good for you. It might be good for you, it cannot be good for me. You must prove to me why I should be part and parcel of what you are planning. If you can't prove to me, then I'm a little bit worried of my safety if I decide to be part of it. And what is happening today is a clear indication that some of the Biafran agitators on the line might have a good intention. But many of these guys are going to oppress the minority. Are going to oppress the minority. Okay. Mr. Unandi, there is a video right now. Nobody talk about the Igbo. As on T, there's an issue between an Esan boy who made a video and insulted the palace of the Oba of Benin. Then the Benin people came out to ask him to stop such a act. Today, I watched 3 videos today from the Biafra agitators supporting family base. The Benin and the Asians are brothers and sisters. Okay? Now, you coming in to start insulting the great Oba of Benin when it has nothing underlined to do with your agitation, neither does it have anything to do with the Igbo race. I cannot just wake up now and start insulting the obese, start insulting the traditional rulers in the East when I had no issues with them. So that is where it all stands. Okay? So if there is an issue between 2 brothers, the next brother will come in and foster peace. Not insult, and even many of the agitators were there. Go watch the video, sir. It's on the Biafra wall. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You used the right word. I want to use that. Okay? A man can insult his father. We are cultured people. We respect our people. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Bermudia. I've already retrieved that word. They were calling their own father madman, not our own. It was insulting to some of us. So that is the reason why we are saying they need to stop that. I'm very sorry. I need to retrieve that word. It's uncalled for. By age is older than them. In every qualification, they are not even near. So we should not support what is wrong. It is the lady who is now throwing mad to her father that is making us to reply. The Igbo people. If they stay on their own lane, we have no issue with them. Fight, agitate for yourself. We are also planning to have our Midwestern region. We are a region before. If they are breaking Nigeria today, Nigeria, the Midwest region or the Niger Delta will go on their own. That is our take from the beginning. I've stood by that, and I'm standing by it. Either we have the Midwest region that make up the Bender state, or we go with the Niger Delta, as the case may be. So, whatsoever, where we decide to go to, it becomes our choice, not by force. Because forcefully asking us to be part of a people who do not really respect us or respect our tradition and culture, it becomes a little bit worrisome to some of us. I've supported the Igbo agitation for a very long time. I've supported them, but the way and manner some of them are insulting their fathers is becoming worrisome to some of us. Because you want to make money, you cannot just jump up and just want to now create enmity between people, and you not take an opportunity now to insult our own father, not our father. All because you want to make fame. Guys, that we are not going to take anymore. That is unacceptable to us as the Benin's, as the Asian people. Nobody insult the Ndoji of Uromi, and I will keep quiet. I'm going to come out for the person. Nobody insult the palace of the Oba of Benin, and I will keep quiet. I'm going to come out for the person. That's the truth of the matter there. You can insult whoever, that's your business, don't give a hoot about it. But when you come to the culture of the people, you must respect it, because that is our identity. If they don't have an identity, where they come from, we do have an identity. We respect our monarchs, and we see them as a symbol of identity. So we don't want to, listen guys, I'm really pissed off because I feel she's too small to have done what she's doing. Nobody called her into the show. These are two brothers having issues. So let them deal with their issues. Not a third person coming in to poke nose into an affair that they have no knowledge about. Not all the Igbos, but some of these IPOB people. Some of these extremists, IPOB agitators, who thinks everything is by force. That we are not going to accept anymore. And the more they lose support from the South, the more they lose their agitation for getting freedom. They need to get this clearly again. The more they lose support from the South, the more they lose their freedom. That is the truth of the matter there, guys. You are fighting the Benis now. You are fighting the Jaws. You fought the Yoruba for years, even because when Igbo came out. For over 5 years, the Yoruba we have been insulted. Call all sorts of names. That is not how to fight for freedom, guys. You must work hand in hand in order for you to be able to get that which you want from the people. Not you don't force them to accept what you feel is right for you. What may be right for you, to me, may be wrong. What may be wrong to me, to you, it may be right. You must prove to me. You must be able to tell me why I need to accept what you think is right. God.